It's your boy Wits Capone, back with another video. And obviously, I took a good 5 to 6 days off, obviously, because it was the festive period. You get me? The Christmas period and all of that. You get me? And obviously, to the people that I didn't wish it to them, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well. You get me? But obviously, the topic that I'm willing to bring to you guys today is I'm going to be talking about my personal stance on marriage, innit? You get me? And you see with this one, yeah, I'll be so real. It's a touchy one, but I'm going to get into it anyway because everybody knows me. I don't beat around the bush, innit? I just say it how it is, innit? If you don't like it, cool. If you like it, cool. You know them ones there. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, yeah. I've seen like a lot of people rushing marriage. Like, when I mean rushing, like rushing. Obviously, don't get it twisted. You can get married and stuff when you're young. You get me? Each to their own, innit? At the end of the day. I don't discriminate. You get me? Everyone's entitled to do what they want to do. But at the same time, a lot of people get married at an early age when really and truly you should be exploring the world to know what you really want within yourself. Because there's a difference between liking someone and just lust. You get me? But lust is basically, what I'm trying to say is, lust is basically like you're feeling the person because you're feeling the person because they have a certain thing that they can offer you that you're attracted to. Do you get it? But essentially, you want to get into marriage because the person treats you for you. Not even just that, but he takes the time to show you off, whether it will be on social media, whether like it doesn't even have to be social media, but that's just an example, or just showing you off in general out in public. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's certain people that'll be in relationships here, because I've seen it firsthand. There's certain people that are in relationships here, they don't want to be seen with their significant other. Like, to them, that's a no-no. You get me? And you just have to pay attention to certain like I'm not even gonna say red flags, like paying attention to certain movements and how people move. Because I'm not gonna lie, if I'm chatting to someone, let's just quote unquote talking stage, yeah, I'm always observant with the person. So every time, like, you might not even realize it, but whilst I'm talking to you, I'm observing you. Like, that's part of getting to know somebody, innit? You get me? Because I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I've had certain friends in the past here where like they've gotten married with a girl that's literally had sex with bare them and them in ends. You get me? And then you have the guys as well. You try and tell them, they don't want to hear it. So the best thing for you to do in them situations is just leave it and let them learn from themselves. Literally, because me personally, speaking personally, I'm the sort of person where marriage is a very, very, very deep thing. You can't just get married for the sake of getting married. No. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them ones as well where like I feel like as well, when you want to marry someone, yeah, take time. Keywords. Take time getting to know them, because someone may betray a certain behavior to you when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, but then when marriage gets involved, it's a whole different ball game. Because even with same thing with man, same thing with gal, but I'm gonna start with gal first. It's so mad, yeah, because certain gal, they use getting married as like comfortability. Not necessarily to be like, when I say comfortability, there's nothing wrong with being comfortable. That's not what I'm saying. What I mean, like the context I mean comfortability in is like, oh, we're married now, so certain things I used to do for you as a girlfriend, man ain't really doing that for you no more. Do you get it? I've seen it happen a lot in different relationships. You get me? Me personally, man's not really on the relationship tip like that. I'm not gonna lie. I've had plenty of offers to be in a relationship, but me personally, That's not what I want for me right now as we speak, innit? You get me? Because right now, man's focusing on patterning my life, most importantly, making money, making sure that I'm financially stable before I can think about all these things. Because at the end of the day, all these things is a bonus. You get me? Whether you have money or not, these things are gonna come. Especially if you have money, they're gonna come regardless. So it's like money. Money comes and goes. Do you know what I mean? Money comes and goes because when you die, at the end of the day, you're not gonna take your money with you when you're dead. Do you get it? So it's just one of them ones where people just need to use their brains. And when you're making decisions, don't think from a rational place. You get me? Like, think if that person that you're getting married to has your best interest at heart. You get me? Because it's all well and good saying, "Oh, I'm marrying him because of his looks," or I'm marrying him because he's got money, rare to." Yeah, all of that is all well and good, but in the long run, you need someone that's gonna treat you good consistently. Get me? Consistently. I'm not gonna be with somebody that's gonna, like, you get me, treat me bad, abuse me, because a lot of people think, yeah, abuse only comes when a woman's getting hit. No, men get hit too. You get me? But it's just that when men get hit, it's not taken seriously. You get me? It's not happened to me, but I'm just talking common sense here. You get me? A lot of the time when women complain about them being abused, which is right, by the way, like them complaining about them getting abused, because getting abused is not right at all. Like, the system helps them. Whereas when a man gets abused, it's like, "Ah, bruv, you're a man, fam. Man up, bruv." Like, you get me? Like, man up. Like, no one will take you seriously. Some people may even laugh at you for situations like that. You get me? So, me personally, I'm not even gonna lie. Even certain gal I've talked to in the past and that, they've told me, like, not even told me, they've asked me, like, "Rah, like, are you into marriage? Like, do you see yourself getting married down the line and rete?" Me, I just told them, "Listen, I can't lie. I'm at the position where marriage down the line, cool, but right now that's not where my mind's even at the moment. I'm trying to prioritize certain things in my life. When everything's in check, I have my, like, you get me, everything's in check, everything's patterned, sorted out my businesses, all of that, then yeah, cool, I'll get married. But I'm not one of these people that would just get married because it sounds nice. No, you get me? And another thing as well, I've noticed, yeah, with people that get married too early, they spend their whole 20s, which there's nothing wrong with it, by the way. They spend their whole 20s being loyal to that other person, to only hit their early 30s realizing, nah, I could have been focusing on myself, but because of you, I sacrificed a lot. You get me? That's what I mean about, like, living life, knowing what life means before you even get yourself into marriage. Because marriage is not no joke. You get me? It's not no joke. Because especially, like, the differences as well, I'm going to get into it now. So, boyfriend and girlfriend. If you're a boyfriend and girlfriend with someone, obviously the guy would have to pay the bills, essentially. But obviously it's one of them ones where the guy doesn't have to necessarily, because it's boyfriend and girlfriend to a degree. But at the same time, if it's a guy that's married now, especially with kids, as the man of the house, you have to pay the bills in the house. You get me? That's the very least you can do as a man, especially if you're married as well. You get me? Because me, speaking for myself here, I know that when I marry the person that I marry, it's for all the right reasons. You get me? And I'm going to make sure I provide for my own. So that when I say provide for my own, I mean providing for my kids, my future kids, providing for my future wife, most importantly. You get me? It's things like that that matter. People are just focused on the wrong things. You get me? The sex, rare tet. Don't get me wrong, like everyone loves sex. You get me? Who doesn't? But at the same time, you need to prioritize certain things as well. You get me? You have to have a balance. Without a balance, yeah, like what's the point of doing certain things? You get me? Everything's all about structure, balance. Those are the key words. You get me? So yeah, man. I'm not gonna say I don't agree with like marriage at all. But as of now, like currently, like I'm not the sort of person to like I don't put it this way. I don't want marriage right now. I don't want that. But in the future, I'll be more than glad in it. But at the same time, I need to know that person. I need to study that person. Do you get? Man needs to study people. You can't just go into things blindsidedly. Because even don't kill me. So I remember, yeah. Let me just take a sip of this water. Even marriage, yeah, to a certain degree, it can be a draw. Because I remember I used to chat to this girl. I even forgot her name, but yeah, I used to chat to this girl, yeah. And this girl used to send me nudes, videos of her, like, playing with her pum-pum. And I'm like, raw shit then. But obviously, it is what it is, isn't it? Cool. So obviously, we've been speaking bears, like, on and off, like, 2 to 3 years, just talking bear. I think it was even more than that. And it was one of them ones where one of these days, like after us talking for 2-3 years, yeah, obviously I didn't want it to go anywhere anyway. So it was just like, just talking for the sake of talking. So cool. So one time I was sitting in the car with my cousin, yeah. And then obviously my cousin was like, raw, is there any girls that you get me, you can bring to the ends and then we can chill, have a vibe, rete. And I was like, yeah, I know this girl. She will come true in it, rete, cool. So obviously now, you get me, man's called her. She didn't even answer. It was a next Donny that answered. He's like, yo, why are you calling my wife's phone? I'm thinking, bruv, wife? Since when was you married to my gal, fam? You get me? He's like, yeah, bro, man's married to her, bro. Don't call this phone no more, rete. Then he's all attacking me just because you can't get my gal. Don't stop moving mad, rete. I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even want your girl, fam, because your girl's been about. You get me? And I'm not the sort of person to boast about that because that's childish. But at the same time, two can play that game, innit? If you want to move mad, I'll move mad as well. Do you get it? So he's all telling me, yo, my girl don't want you, my G. Rete. I'm like, listen. Let me ask you a question. Like, you're telling me that I've took a L. But really and truly, the L's on your shoulders. Imagine wife and a badders, fam. Imagine that. Imagine wife and a badders. Do you ever think me, in my right mind, would ever wife a badders? And it's not even one of them ones where she's low key as well. She's bait. Like, bare man know of this girl, bruv. You get me? Bare man know about this girl, but she's been about. Obviously, I know people can change, but at the same time, hey, let's be real, bruv. You get me? And it's so mad because even, when was this? Like 2 months ago. Someone that knows me and her, mutual friends, obviously they don't talk to her anymore, was like, raw, you know, my gal and my man, they're not together anymore. I was like, you see? Because me, yeah, I see things coming before it happens a lot of the time, innit? You get me? So it's just like, that's an example of me basically saying, don't rush into things because you don't know who that person is, especially if you've only known the person for such a short period of time. Don't rush into things. That's dead. Me personally, like, I can talk to somebody normally, yeah? You wouldn't even know that I'm observing you. But trust me, I will make sure I take everything you're saying to me in. So the next time I bug you, I know what to expect in terms of energy. And if I don't get that energy, then you get cut off straight away. Man, don't play no games, bro. You get me? Man, don't play games. Like, I'm a big fucking man to be playing cat and mouse with people. For what reason, fam? We're grown-ass people out here, bruv. So I'm the sort of person where you give me effort, I'll give you effort. You don't give me effort, fine, I'll go my way. And a lot of gal as well think, rah, just because I'm gonna test my man by saying don't talk to me. What's that gonna fix? That's not gonna fix shit. Because at the end of the day, me, I'll be honest, I'll just move on with my life and feel no way about it. You get me? What do you think I'm one of them guys that'll be like to you, oh, why are you not talking to me, rare tear? Do I look like a fucking beg? No. At the end of the day, life goes on. Do you get it? Life goes on. So you just gotta do what you gotta do in life. Like I said, don't force no relationships, no marriage, none of that. If it comes to you, it comes to you. That's just how I see things personally. Anyway, you get it? But yeah, man, literally, I thought I would make a video because I ain't made a video in like 5-6 days. And also, again, Merry Christmas to everybody and a Happy New Year. You get me? And yeah, man, before I go, like, what's the plans for like New Year's and that? Drop it in the comments, man. Like, I want to know everyone's plans for the New Year's and that. You get me? Might have to link up with some of the subscribers them, innit? You feel me? But yeah, man, literally. As well, before you guys go, make sure to leave a like on this video, comment on this video what you liked about it, what sort of content you would like to see me bring to the channel as well. And yeah, man, like literally, it's been your boy, it's Capone, and I'm out.